Our today's horror story comes from Fat Fingers. Sausage fingers. Wizard doesn't want to pay wizard tax and then spams me at work.
I've never have you had a wizard tax in any of your games?
It is extremely low magic, I guess.
Low magic and you have to like bribe the gods to give you a spell?
Bribe the gods to cast a cantrip.
100 gold for a cantrip and 1,000 gold for a first level spell.
You have to sell your kidneys to cast something like Charm Person.
You have to sell your sister to charm person or something.
Yeah, don't even mention healing word.
Okay, so this happened during my second campaign when I was new to DMing, though it only lasted a few sessions and it was years ago. So the party consisted of a cleric, a fighter, a wizard, he stuck around with me to this day, and the problem player, another wizard, all starting at level 3. Yeah, so the problem player was he was supposedly a veteran in D&D, all right? It's not really worded correctly, but that's what he means, I think. Far outweighing my paltry 1 year of experience, and claimed to never have played a wizard before. So everything more or less was going great for 3 sessions. Players were having fun. They fight the boss for that chapter and find some new spell scrolls. 2 for wizards, 1 for cleric. The session ends with no issues. There's the usual post-game theorizing and strategizing by the wizard. Everything seems fine for about 24 hours until I'm at work. I sneak peek at my phone while I'm in the bathroom, checking my text, and find that 3 of the players have been talking a bit. The gist of it was that the problem player wizard didn't realize he could transcribe spell scrolls and ended with, okay, I'll put both of the scrolls in my book. I add a quick, cool, just remember to take 50 gold pieces out per spell level. You will have plenty of time to transcribe it. He responds almost instantly, what do you mean 50 gold pieces? So this isn't a wizard tax. That's just the cost of the materials to transcribe a scroll in D&D. It's not a tax. It's just how the game is played. It's the cost of doing the work. So I send a quick screenshot of the rule for spell transcribing and assume that's it. And I put my phone in the locker. Everything seems fine, and I go back to work until 10 minutes later, my supervisor asks if I can check my phone. Someone's blowing it up in his locker. Wah, 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 wah.
The locker is shaking. We thought it was an earthquake.
An earthquake, about 50 fake gold pieces in a game.
They can get them after killing a few goblins.
All right, so sure enough, in that 10 minutes, since he went to the bathroom and put his phone in the locker and went back to work, in that 10 minutes, 50 plus messages. Like, that's my teenage daughter level of texting.
It's way beyond my comprehension.
Yeah, I haven't sent 50 texts in the last year and a half.
I have a friend like that. She can do that. Not 50 plus though, but like 10, 15, she is comfortable with sending that without any reply from my side.
Yeah.
She is doing that. This already is more than enough for me to understand.
You know what
realize.
Yeah, you know what I notice about young people too, maybe you have too? They do not text a full thought in a text. It's like 4 words is its own text. Do they do that there too?
I have no idea. I don't text with young people much.
You don't?
Maybe
No.
the youngest is 25, I guess.
And they'll text like a thought and then another thought and then another thought, and they're not together. They're all separate texts. So 50 could add up pretty quickly. And most of the words aren't even words. They're just initials of the words.
Their own way of writing.
That's why I respond with a poop emoji, because I have no idea what they just said to me.
After that, they have hard trying to understand the human talking.
So sure enough, I had 50 plus messages from him, causing my do not disturb to think it's an emergency and turn off.
It
I didn't even know
started
that
dialing
could-
911.
Somebody's crashing out. Get there fast. quick glance, the first 4 comments are just a repeat of some form of what do you mean time and money, all sent within a minute of each other. There's a brief moment of the cleric and wizard explaining that there's a cost for materials and ink, just like I said, to counterbalance the fact that they don't really need armor or weapons. The end of these posts was just,
Well, hello, DM.
like that kid that's like pulling on mom's shirt, mom, until they answer. I've had that happen at the grocery store where a kid's doing that, and I'm like, kid, you know she's ignoring you, right? Like, just stop. I am helping. Let me tell you a secret.
She hears you, but ignores.
And they're like, oh, I'll stop bothering her then. Yes, you are now level 2. So I respond, I'm at work. I can't respond except while on break. Instantly, he responds with, what do you mean there's a cost? Again, he just keeps asking the same question. Quickly typing out, there's a 50 gold piece per level cost representing materials and ink, and sending the screenshot. In the time it took me to type that, he sends 4 more spams of, what do you mean cost? Well, DM, hello, what cost? 4 more times. There's a brief moment of respite for me to silence my phone before he sends a screenshot of the spell listing only verbal and somatic and the rules with a single line only under materials. Those are not spell components. They're the cost of copying it into your spell book, which is where it needs to be for you to memorize it every day.
I would probably try to calmly put him in mute, ban from server. This reminds me of some people, mostly
You know
girls.
some
though.
people like this?
Yeah. Not. Yeah. Ex.
Your ex? Does she watch this?
No, she doesn't speak English.
Good. All right, let's stick to English and we can talk about her. This level.
Not that this is exaggerated, way
Yes.
too much. This is big even for anybody I know.
And this is out of control. This guy, this wizard.
How about reading about the class?
It's like
How
on
it
page
works.
1 of running a wizard.
I sent
So-
you a screenshot. Take your time, read it through, and stop bothering people with the same question. You have answers 10 times already.
He says, I respond,
I'm at work. Stop spamming the group chat. I cannot respond until around 1 p.m.
About 2 hours later, I grab my phone and go on lunch, only to find he's moved his spamming to me alone. So he did follow instructions, but he did not follow the spirit of the request. I don't bother trying to scroll to find what he said first and just repeat it over and over. Explain it to me, DM. I type out, the cost to transcribe is 50 gold pieces per level, representing the materials and or ink. There is no material cost then. It's all just the ink cost. I have ink. Okay, you need XXX gold pieces more ink. So if you have 10 gold pieces of ink, you need 40 more gold pieces of ink, worth of ink. 40 gold pieces more ink that will be consumed when you use it. You can pick it up when you're in town. I respond, mostly done, giving the mouse a crumb of a cookie. I don't know what that means.
He just tried to calm him down. Get yourself together. Stop acting like that. You will get your ink in the nearest town. You spend 50 gold pieces and...
The cleric and the other wizard explained this to him too, and this guy's now explained it to him 3 times.
What do I mean? Hey, whoa! Hey, hello, DM! Hey, why? This is so annoying. I don't think that I could stick to this veteran player who can't even open a handbook. Open D&D Beyond in this case.
Google it! He then sends a screenshot of the spell, I guess, with the materials underlined, and I respond that if he has a problem with the basic rules of wizards, then find another class that you don't have to ever transcribe anything. He responds, you have a problem. done now, I just message, okay, I think you should find another group because you have a problem with my DMing style. And then the guy responds,
You have a problem with your DMing.
He sends before I go to the main group chat and announce that he is out of the group and start a new group chat. That campaign lasted about 3 more sessions before the cleric stopped showing because of work, and then the fighter moved to Colorado.
I think the DM did everything correctly, and there is nothing to advise and or criticize. This is how I would handle it as well.
Yeah,
Step by step.
This is no way a veteran player. He's looking at the spell in the book, and it says material components none, so he thinks that this absolves him of paying to scribe it into his book. That's not what material components are. That's when you cast it, not when you scribe it. It's 2 different things.
You can be mistaken about that, okay, but if a DM told you several times that it does cost 50 gold pieces, you shut the hell up and pay those gold pieces, because DM knows better, I guess. Or if you can't, just Google it. Yeah, just Google it. He got confused. He asked. He didn't ask. He started insanely sending, spamming with the messages, got replies, and after that, he didn't want to take those replies for granted.
If you want a good DM like this DM who told this story, then join one of our campaigns. The links are in the description right below us.